Looking forward to meet all of you in the podcast series. Hey, hi everyone, this is Shantha here. Thank you for all the love and support shown towards our earlier podcast on our book Shall We Dance. Now, we're going to launch a new podcast series called 3M with Shantha, which is going to focus on the mobile app Shall We Dance. Looking forward for the same kind of support and love from you all. Thank you so much. Hi everyone, welcome to 3M with Shantha. This is a new podcast series which we are launching to introduce you about the mobile app Shall We Dance. Let's welcome Ram to understand more about the app and the intent of this app. Hi Ram, please welcome.
Hey Shantha,
Hey, how are you?
good to see you.
Good to
I'm
see you
good.
after a long
How are you
time.
doing?
Yeah, I'm good. So what's all about the app you're launching?
So you tell me, you're supposed to be the host.
I heard about it, and I know we did a series of podcasts about our book, and now you want to take this book to the next stage with the content. It has beautiful content, beautiful chapters. I think we should give many more channels for our readers to get those information
dancers.
and answers, definitely. So, yeah, I want to know more about the app through you.
Okay, thanks for the wonderful question. So like you said, since you have introduced the book and it's been done in two formats, right? You did the audio format and then we did the video format,
podcast, yeah.
introduced synopsis of each chapter.
Right.
Now we said, let's try and dwell into what can we basically make it in a format which looks more like a video, so that it becomes easier for the user instead of just trying to read it or hear it. This app has got two sections to it. There is the informational videos, and each video is about 30 seconds to 110 seconds or 120 seconds. The intent is to talk about the whole part of the Indian classical forms, the Bharatanatyam, and then talk about the history of it. Then there is the whole science around it, and then we introduced a few chapters around whether it was the physics of sound, the concepts of trying to talk about Shiva at CERN. So there is about 300 informational videos and about 384, I think, instructional videos, which will eventually go into the app. There's about 26 chapters.
Yeah, I was about to ask. The book had 26 chapters, and we did 26 videos as well, video podcasts. So, is the content of the app also is focused around these 26 chapters, chapter-wise breaking, or?
Actually, no. So what we did is we devoted more attention to the practical aspects of the dance. I think what 7 to 8 chapters flows from the book, and then we started talking about how do you basically go to the basics of the namaskar, right? What you normally do. And then it goes up to the advanced stages of doing karanas, the angaharas. There is basically trying to get the dancers up to speed, and it will prepare them for their arangetram. And then we also included this time, we did not include any specific bani, the schools of what we spoke about. So we have introduced about 6 different banis. So if you look at chapter 12, I think, on the Adavus, it's about 220 videos just in that one chapter.
Wow.
So we have used
That's a huge number.
Mysore Bani, we have done the Valavur Bani, the Kalakshetra Bani, the Pandanallur Bani, and the whole idea is to see if in case we can just open it up.
That's amazing. I think dancers will definitely benefit out of this. Sorry about that. Yeah. So, who are the intended users? Is it for general public? Is it for the teachers, gurus, students? Who would benefit more out of it?
So, like you said, I think this app is intended for, you can say, 6 different sets of people, if you like. So anyone who's interested to know about the Indian culture, Indian tradition, the components of dance, the concept of what Bharatanatyam is, how did it start. So that's for a general person who's curious to know about India. That would be one set. One set could be dancers who want to basically use this to just practice their own steps, keep them up to speed. That's the second group of people.
It's kind of a revision.
It's more like a revision. The third one would go for the Bharatanatyam gurus who want to teach their students but then want to keep a tab on what each one is doing so that they can basically use this as a resource to help their students. That would be the third one. The fourth one, we thought this would be for like mothers like you who who had to dance earlier or got a chance to dance earlier, but then you've taken a break, have a family, and then suddenly want to come back to it. So you don't need to go through the whole repertoire of starting. This could be more like a jump start to it.
That's right.
So that's the fourth category. The fifth one is we thought we will take it to the Bharatanatyam schools. And then the schools will be able to use it as a learning management system. And then the last one is we also connected it to universities who can help the students get their minor in dance from the two universities, one in Toronto and one in San Francisco.
That's amazing. Has anyone already seen the app or have given you
Feedback?
Basic feedbacks, initial feedback?
So, like all good things, we need to put them through a test of fire. So we opened it up to what we call as beta testing. So the first 50 videos that I put out, I had to reshoot them 3 times. That was the type of feedback. In some of the gurus, the background was there, the color combinations, or the image which was taken was not suitable for what we should use. But interestingly, what happened is our guru Naina Shastri, she was magnanimous to help get this app past the finish line, if you can say, on Ugadi. So that was the Gudi Padwa New Year. Yes, and we thought it was auspicious. And she's a fundamentally brilliant guru. Then there is Chandana, who was another guru. So those were the 2 gurus who actually present this. We kicked off in San Francisco on Ugadi Day, that was March 30th.
That's excellent. I think it's a good start. We started with the launch date and also the intended users. I'm sure all of us are more curious to understand what is in this app. We will deep dive further in our next sessions.
Sure.
Thank you so much, Ram, for your time.
Thank you.
Half Koravayadavu uses the hasta Katakamukaha and Alapadma. So what you do is you sit in Alamandi, first relax, okay? So you do is you stretch your right leg, stretch it out, you bend your upper body with your leg. So you go like this and take your left leg and put it right behind your right leg. So stop, stay, and then stand your right leg. Stop, okay? And you take your left leg and then spin it. And then stretch your left leg, stay, and then take your right leg, stay, and then stop. And then you do the same exact step in the entire other one. And for the hands, like I said, Katakamukaha and Adapadma. So you do is stop, stay. So it's like you're making a 90-degree angle with your leg and your hand. So though your leg is all the way down here, you can imagine as if it's like a 90-degree angle, right? So you have to pick this hand all the way up and show that's going to make a 90-degree angle. So it's stop, stay, and then you spin all the way around. It's like you're closing that distance with this line and this line. So stop, stay, stay, stop, right? And then and stop. Okay? So when I was doing the little demo for the legs, I went back and then moved this back here. But don't do that when you're doing the hands because it makes things confusing. So you do stop, stay, and just grab your right leg. Stop, and then sit, stay, and then stop. I'm going to demonstrate half Koravayadavu.